Hey everybody, it's Coach Ian from the Endurance Lab. We're going to go over the workout exercises for basic core workout number 2. It's again a core focused workout, so everything we're going to be doing here is focused on developing some basic strength and some stabilization. So we've already done some of these before, the push-up and the plank, so we're not going to go too in-depth in those. There's a basic core workout number 1 goes into much more detail on the push-up and the plank, so you can refer to that one if you want to get more information on those 2 exercises. We're going to focus more on the lunges and the split squats today. So first and foremost, when you do these lunges, it's important that body position is managed correctly and that we don't try and go too fast or too hard. Now, for the forward alternating lunge, it's very simple. You're going to start with your feet just inside shoulder width apart, and you're going to go forward and out at an angle. So if you think of me facing 12, I'm going to step out to 11 or 1, depending if I'm on my left foot or right foot for this. And that's also important that when you step out and you lunge down, your forward knee does not go forward of your toes, and we're going to show a little bit of that, what it should look like here in a second. Now, to start off again, I always start with my left, doesn't really matter. Start left, start right. It's up to you, personal preference. You have 30 seconds, so just try and make sure you do it same amount each leg. All right, so as I step forward, I'm stepping forward, and when I land, I'm going to make sure as I lunge down, my forward knee does not go forward of that toe. Now, I am keeping my weight as centered as possible, so you should feel this in your quad, both of them, your calf, and your hip flexor. Now when I pull back up, I'm going to explode off of that foot. Same thing out to the right. I'm stepping out to a 1 o'clock position. I'm going to come down. Now you don't need to hold it. It's just a matter of step down, lunge in, back up. Step down, lunge in, back up. Now turning at slight angle so you can see where the foot goes. You can see my knee is not going forward of that toe. You don't want this. That is not what you want. You want right there at a nice 90-degree angle and coming back up. So that's a forward lunge. The rear lunge, pretty similar. You're going to start feet just inside shoulder width apart. You're going to step back and slightly out, but not as much, not as pronounced of an angle as we do at the forward because we don't want to fall over. Now when we step back, I'm going to come down. Again, I'm making sure my forward knee does not go forward of that toe. I'm going to keep that weight nice and centered, and I'm going to come up. Now when I come up, I like to explode all the way up to here to try and get as much explosive power out of it as possible. So when I go back down to my left, same thing. You want to explode through both legs using the glutes, using the quads and calf. You're going to feel this in your hip flexor right here, and you're going to come up. Like on the forward lunge, no reason to pause. You step down and come back up, step down and come back up. Those are the lunges. Now, the split squat, all you can do is get in that position whereas if you did a forward or reverse lunge, so your feet are slightly outside of your shoulders, and they're forward and back. You're going to maintain your weight between the 2 legs, so centered. You don't want to be forward, you don't want to be back. Nice and steady. And all you're going to do is come down. And when you do this, you need to make sure your forward foot is forward enough that your forward knee is not going over that toe. So if you need to spread it out a little bit more, spread it out. If you need to not go down quite as far, you can do that as well too. Again, right in the middle, and I am keeping my hips square. I don't want to turn it this way towards my forward foot or towards my back foot. Nice and square. Do that for my 30 seconds, and I switch. And again, same thing, up and down. And as I do this, it's one motion. I'm engaging my glutes, my hip flexors, my quads, and my calf muscle. Okay, that's the split squats. Real quick, remember on the push-up and the plank, the important part is maintaining one straight line between your contact point. So either your knees or your toes, which really is actually your ankles. If you're in a full push-up, through your shoulders. And you want to move your body as one. So, very simple. Right here, going down and up. You don't have to touch the ground. You can just go to 90 degrees and come back up. Very simple. If you need to go to your knees, that's fine. You can keep your toes on the ground or you can pick them up. Just keep them steady wherever they are. And you want to maintain a straight line, moving the body up and down together. You don't want any wave in it. Same in the plank. You can do a forearm plank or you can do a push-up position plank. Whatever way is best for you and whatever way gives you the workout that you want. So that's going to be it for basic core workout number 2. Look forward to seeing you next time. And we'll get some more strength workouts for you. And enjoy the rest of the lab.